Right, finally getting to look at this power performance generator. Performance power even. Right, the carburetor seems nice and clean. The main fuel feed jet was a bit blocked, but I don't know if you can see through that now. Yeah, it's nice and clean. The fuel bolt was quite clean. I'm not sure about the fuel though. I don't know if that looks a bit dead. Yeah, that's all what was left in it. I took the spark plug out. Oh shit, I just dropped me carburetor. Yeah, that's a spark plug that came in this one. A Bonon stole your F5 TC. Have you seen the quality of the electrodes? That's shockingly bad. Here's an old Champion out of a car from years ago. Look at the difference. I think I'll be putting this Champion in there since it's the same. I don't know. You see that? Surely it's just as cheap just to put a decent spark plug in rather than that rubbish. Look at that. That's shocking. Right then, let me put all this back together and hopefully she'll fire, eh? Yeah, just another thing, I don't know if you've noticed these on the fuel floats. These pins fall out very easily, and it fell out and took me 5 minutes to find the bloody thing, so I dropped it on the floor, and the floor's a mess. I should tidy up really. I don't know if you've had the same problem, but it's a bit why they don't put a split pin in there to hold it properly, I don't know. Right, one thing I have noticed, that the spark plug sleeve seems to have changed. Seems to have a slight recess in it with a circular seal. As you can see, the plug clap is crap, the same as the red Schneider Germany one. It's the same, but they seem updated the spark plug hole, which seems a bit of a bonus. No more leakage. Not that the red one leaks, but as you can see, it's just flush. You can see the mark where the seal from the spark plugs seals it. Right, time to get it in, and then let's get some fuel in and go and fire it, eh? There's a treat. We'll fire this one up because it's not been run for a month or two. Right, one thing I have noticed, that this reswitch switch seems to be, I don't know if you can see that, doesn't seem very good. So hopefully she'll still do some power. See if the older comparison now, look. Oh. Different drops. One thing I've noticed with this one, I think it's grey, I'm colourblind, so correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably yellow. The red one, the fuel tank's exactly the same. There doesn't seem a lot of difference, if any. But the sides are a different thing again. It's a bit like the old Hobby Freight ones which I pointed out on the yellow one. Was more the same. I'm still waiting for a valve. I ordered it 2 weeks ago and it still hasn't come yet. But the ends, it's not a crack, it's a black mark. But yeah, you see the exhaust looks very similar to that. Apart from this one produces a little more power, as if this is a 650, that one's a 720 and this one's a 780 watt petrol one. Right, let's get these outside and fueled I've put a bit of oil down the spark plug because the guy said it hasn't run for a couple of years, so I put some oil down there and turned them over a few times so he might smoke a bit. I couldn't differentiate, I can't pronounce the word, tell the difference which petrol was which, so I've just took a blind eye, pulled the litre out and stuck another 20mm 2-stroke in. So it's either going to be right or it's going to be smoky, which I don't care for this test because I've not been well and I just can't be bothered today. So, oh yeah, just if you're interested, this is the 2-stroke coil I use. Seems to do the job, it's not let me down yet, so. Right, we're right bit to get some fuel in this. My neighbours keep looking at me talking to self, thinking I'm going insane, but I don't care. It comes with a handy 2-stroke cup. Oh, I best to put the filter in. Yeah, you can see how clean the tank is. Can't really see much. It's just bone dry. Filter's nice and clean. It's a bit hard work doing this one-handed. I stick petrol in. I know guys, it's painful to watch it. I think I could be in the pub having a few pints now. This glorious 8-degree day. Oh yeah, she's going in nicely now. I'm going to stick all this in. There's not much in it. And to be honest with you, I'm ready for a beer. I've not had one for a few weeks. I've been poorly and having a teething child. Being awake kind of puts it off. The old cans are back. Empty. Yeah. We've got a bit of drink in there. Right, time to turn off, get this camera into position and then turn it back on. And I will run that one for you. It's not been run for a couple of months. Now it seems like I have a slight petrol leak. So I've got to find this out for a minute or two. See where she's coming from on the old girl. Can you see that? Right, I've got quite a severe something strange going off. As you can see, there's gasoline, petrol coming. Looks like it's coming straight through the carb. And if you can see under here, it's nice and wet. I thought the leak was from here because there's a bit of a crack, but it's not coming out there. It seems to be coming out somewhere above there, up here somewhere. So I'm not quite sure what's going off. If you might enlighten me. But I've shut the fuel off. There's a bit of fuel in the carb, so let's still go ahead and see if she'll run on the drop of fuel what's in the carb. Right, we're back in a moment. Right, the red one's fuel's turned on. It's a Generate 4-stroke. But the main one what I was looking at, which is the little 2-stroke, it's decided to leak fuel everywhere. There's some in the fuel bowl, so let's see if he'll fire. Oh dear, you can even see it running out of the seat. You see that from the camera? Ooh, look at that, beautiful. And that the carburetor and all sorts of. Oh, I'll let it fall on. Got it. Not shy. quickly. Petrol power. What's that? Sounds like a well up. Got no power. Smells really bad. Whew. So I think it could be something to do with that reset switch, is why she's not producing any power. Yeah. Give this generator a quick whirl. Usually takes about 3 or 4 pulls. Switch the power on. There's a choke here somewhere. And avoid turn the fuel on. Where's that? See, this is the problem I have with this one. It does this several times before she'll run. I completely clean the carburetor out several times. Choke on, off. Just heading with this one. Full choke. Half choke again. Ideas why it does this? Me neither. Not very reliable in a cold limit. Once you stop, once she carries on running, she's fine. thought. What's your opinion? That's it, nicely there, isn't it? That's a new one. Can you tell me? There's no fuel, no dirt in the fuel system, nothing in there. The bush is warm, she's perfectly fine. Sometimes she fires up and carries on, no problem. Sometimes it does this shenanigan. I have no idea. Let me know what you think.